The day-old Baba Adewale sat alone in front of his small mud house. A cold wind moved through the quiet compound. The wind lifted dry leaves and pushed them across the empty yard. Many years ago, that same yard was full of laughter. Children ran everywhere. Little feet kicked dust into the air. Voices shouted. Someone always cried. Someone always laughed. But now, the compound was silent. Baba Adewale slowly looked around. His walking stick rested beside him. His hands were thin and full of wrinkles. His beard was white like cotton. His eyes were tired. He whispered to himself, "Where did all the years go?" Inside the house, his wife Mama Funke was cooking soup. The smell of pepper and palm oil floated into the yard. But even with food cooking, Baba Adewale's heart was heavy because something painful had slowly entered his life. Loneliness. Yet many years ago, Baba Adewale was one of the strongest men in the village of Akinyele. He was tall, his shoulders were wide, his voice was strong like thunder. He worked very hard. From morning until sunset, he farmed his land. He planted yam, cassava, maize, and vegetables. He also raised goats and chickens. Everyone in the village respected him. People would say, Adewale is a hardworking man. His children will never suffer. And truly, Baba Adewale loved his children very much. He had 5 children, 3 boys and 2 girls. The first child was Kunle. Kunle was strong and serious. The second child was Tunde. Tunde loved to talk and laugh. The third child was Sola, the first daughter. She was gentle and kind. The fourth child was Bayo. He was stubborn but very smart. The last child was Bisi, the youngest girl. She was cheerful and playful. Baba Adewale worked day and night to train them. When school fees came, he sold goats. When books were needed, he sold bags of yam. Sometimes he even skipped meals so his children could eat well. Mama Funke also worked hard. She sold vegetables in the market and took care of the children. Every evening, the family gathered under the mango tree. They ate together. They laughed together. Baba Adewale would say to them, "My children, education is the key to a better life. I am suffering today, so you will not suffer tomorrow." The children nodded. "Thank you, Papa," they would say. Years passed. The children grew. Kunle went to the city of Lagos to work in a bank. Soon, he married a beautiful woman named Kemi. They had 2 children, a boy named Emeka and a girl named Ada. Tunde also moved to the city. He started a transport business. Sola married a teacher named Chinedu and moved to another town. Later, she had a daughter named Amara. Bayo traveled far away for work in construction. And Bisi went to university. Baba Adewale and Mama Funke were proud. Whenever people visited the village, they said, "Your children are doing very well in the cities." Baba Adewale would smile with pride. "My suffering has paid off," he would say. At first, the children visited often during Christmas. The compound became lively again. Cars filled the yard. Grandchildren ran everywhere. Little Emeka climbed trees. Ada chased chickens. Baby Amara laughed loudly. Baba Adewale's heart was full of joy. But slowly, something began to change. The visits became fewer. The phone calls became shorter. Everyone said the same thing. Work is busy. Life in the city is hard. We will come soon. Soon became many months, then many years. One day, money started arriving every month. Kunle sent money. Tunde sent money. Bayo sometimes sent money. But the money always came with one message. Give it to Mama. Mama Funke used the money to cook food and run the house. But Baba Adewale noticed something painful. When the children called, they always asked, Mama, how are you? Mama, did you receive the money? Mama, take care of yourself. Very few asked, Papa, how are you? Sometimes Baba Adewale sat quietly beside his wife while she spoke on the phone. No one asked to speak with him. His heart slowly became heavy. Years passed again. Then one day, Kunle came to the village. He said, Papa, the old land near the river should be sold. Nobody farms there anymore. Baba Adewale was surprised. That land fed this family for many years, he said softly. But Kunle insisted it will bring good money. Later, Tunde and Bayo agreed. Mama Funke also said it is better to sell it. Finally, the land was sold. More years passed. Another property was sold. Then another. One evening, Baba Adewale sat alone again in the yard. His stomach was empty. Mama Funke had traveled to Lagos to stay with Kunle and help care for the grandchildren. The compound felt strange without her. The house felt cold. Baba Adewale slowly stood up and walked to the kitchen. There was almost no food. He boiled a little cassava and ate quietly. Tears gathered in his eyes. This is the same house where 5 children once ate every day, he whispered. Days later, something unexpected happened. Little Emeka, Kunle's son, came to the village with his mother. The boy ran into the compound and hugged his grandfather. Grandpa, he shouted happily. Baba Adewale smiled for the first time in many days. The boy looked around the compound. Grandpa, why are you alone? Baba Adewale laughed softly. Old people stay home. The boy looked confused. Where is Daddy? In the city. Where is Grandma? In the city too. The boy sat beside him. Grandpa, are you lonely? Baba Adewale did not answer. Instead, he looked at the mango tree. After a long silence, he said, My child, listen carefully. Emeka nodded. When a man is young, he works hard for his family. Yes, Grandpa. He believes his children will remember his sacrifices. Emeka listened closely, but sometimes Baba Adewale continued. Children become busy with their own lives. The boy looked sad. Grandpa, I will not forget you. Baba Adewale smiled and placed his hand on the boy's head. Good children remember. That night, something surprising happened. Emeka asked his father a question. Daddy, why does Grandpa live alone? Kunle was silent. The boy asked again, who takes care of him? Kunle had no answer. For the first time in many years, guilt entered his heart. The next morning, Kunle walked slowly around the compound. He saw the broken fence. He saw the empty farm. He saw his father sitting quietly with his walking stick. Tears filled his eyes. He remembered the past. He remembered the days his father carried him on his shoulders. He remembered school fees paid with sweat. He remembered sacrifices. Kunle walked to his father and knelt down. Papa, forgive me. Baba Adewale looked surprised. My son. Kunle held his father's hands. We forgot you. That same week, all the children came back to the village. Tunde came. Sola came with little Amara. Bayo came. Even Bisi traveled home. The compound became alive again. But this time, something was different. The children were ashamed. They realized something important. A man who spends his life caring for others should never be forgotten when he becomes old. That evening, Baba Adewale gathered them under the mango tree. Just like the old days, he spoke slowly. My children, listen carefully. They all listened. When you are young, work hard. They nodded. Train your children. They nodded again. But also remember something important. They leaned closer. A wise man prepares for his old age. He continued. Children may love you, but life may take them far away. The children looked down in shame. So, while you are young, he said, build something for your future. Buy land, build houses, save money. So when your hair becomes white, you will still stand strong. Everyone was silent. The wind moved softly through the mango leaves. Then little Emeka spoke. I will always visit you, Grandpa. Everyone laughed. But inside their hearts, the lesson stayed forever. A good parent sacrifices for his children, but a wise parent also prepares for old age. Do not depend only on children for the future. Build something for tomorrow while you are still strong, because one day the compound may become quiet.